Lions News Fan Report. Detroit Lions surprised everyone by announcing the release of edge rusher Zadarius Smith, a decision that raises numerous questions about the future of the team's defense. This unexpected move suggests that management has specific strategic plans to restructure the defensive unit, but what really motivated this choice? Is the franchise looking to free up salary cap space to invest in new talent, or does this decision reflect a shift in the team's defensive philosophy? This move impacts not only the team's on-field performance, but also how the franchise is perceived in the NFL landscape. Additionally, it shows that the team is willing to make tough decisions to ensure a more solid and sustainable foundation for the coming years. Zadarius Smith, 32, joined the Detroit Lions in November 2023 through a trade with the Cleveland Browns. His tenure with the team was relatively short, but he managed to make an impact on the defensive game in several moments. In just 8 games with the Lions, Smith recorded 12 combined tackles and 4 sacks. His overall season numbers indicate a solid performance, with a total of 9 sacks and 35 tackles. Moreover, his performance was graded by Pro Football Focus (PFF) with a pass rush score of 76.5, ranking him among the top 25 edge rushers in the NFL. This performance reinforces the fact that Smith still has a lot to offer any team needing additional pass rushing firepower. Smith's NFL career began in 2015 when he was selected in the 4th round of the draft by the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, he has built an impressive resume, amassing a total of 69 career sacks over 10 seasons. His experience spans some of the league's top franchises, including the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Cleveland Browns, and, most recently, the Detroit Lions. His ability as a pass rusher has always been a key asset, making him a valuable player for any team looking to strengthen its defensive line. Over the years, Smith has demonstrated his adaptability to different defensive systems, playing a crucial role for the teams he has represented. His time in Green Bay, for instance, was marked by highly productive seasons that cemented his reputation as one of the league's top players. At his position, the Lions' decision to release Smith was not taken lightly. One of the primary factors that may have influenced this choice is the financial impact of his contract on the franchise. By releasing Smith, the Lions free up approximately $5.7 million in salary cap space, a significant amount that can be used to sign new players in free agency or extend key contracts within the roster. Additionally, Smith's contract included a $6.99 million option bonus, set for March 14th, which may have been a determining factor in the team's decision to part ways with him before that date. This move gives the team greater flexibility to explore the market for strategic reinforcements. In a sport where financial management is crucial to building a balanced roster, creating cap space can be a necessary step in the pursuit of new pieces. Now, with Smith's departure, the big question remains: how do the Lions plan to fill this gap in their defense? Will the team look for a high-profile replacement in the market, or will they rely on the talent already present on the roster? With free agency and the draft approaching, management's moves in the coming months will be crucial in determining the direction of the Lions' defense in 2024. Furthermore, this decision could directly impact the team's performance next season. Considering the importance of defensive pressure in the success of any NFL team, fans are already speculating on potential replacements for Smith and how the team will handle this transition. Could this be an opportunity for young talents within the roster to step up into a more significant role? Or do the Lions already have a plan in place to bring in a veteran capable of immediately filling the void? From a tactical standpoint, Smith's release may signal a shift in the Lions' defensive scheme. Last season, the team relied on an aggressive pass rushing strategy, often utilizing multiple edge rushers to create pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Without Smith in the mix, will the Lions opt for a different approach? Defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn may need to adjust his play calling to maximize the strengths of the remaining personnel, whether this means more blitz-heavy packages or a greater reliance on interior pressure. The defensive identity of the Lions could look very different in the upcoming season. The timing of this move is also worth analyzing. The Lions made their decision before the start of free agency, which suggests that they already have a clear plan in place. If the team was uncertain about how to replace Smith, they might have waited longer before making such a bold move. This could mean that Detroit is eyeing a specific player in free agency, or has confidence in a prospect available in the upcoming NFL draft. Either way, the front office appears to be operating with a level of confidence that indicates they have a well-thought-out strategy for strengthening the roster. Fans have already begun speculating about potential replacements for Smith, and several intriguing options are available. The 2024 free agent market features talented pass rushers who could step in and contribute immediately. Names like Danielle Hunter, Josh Allen, or even a reunion with former Lion Trey Flowers have been mentioned as possibilities. However, the Lions must also weigh the financial implications of signing a high-profile player versus investing in a younger, developing talent. Striking the right balance between experience and long-term potential will be crucial in making the right decision. Another route the Lions could take is prioritizing the draft to find Smith's replacement. The upcoming NFL draft class features several promising edge rushers, and Detroit holds valuable picks that could be used to secure a young, high-upside player. If the Lions choose this approach, they could save significant cap space while also building for the future. The question then becomes whether they are willing to trust a rookie to step into a major role immediately or if they prefer to bring in a veteran as a bridge option. Either way, this decision will shape the team's defensive outlook for years to come. One factor that should not be overlooked is how this decision affects the overall depth of the Lions' defensive line. While Aiden Hutchinson remains the centerpiece of the pass rush, Detroit must ensure that they have enough rotational depth to maintain consistent pressure throughout the season. Injuries are always a concern in the NFL, and relying too heavily on one or two players can be a risky strategy. Addressing depth concerns, whether through free agency, the draft, or internal development, should be a priority for the front office. Looking beyond just the short-term implications, the Lions' decision to release Smith may also reflect a broader commitment to roster flexibility. General Manager Brad Holmes has emphasized the importance of building a sustainable, competitive team rather than making short-term moves that could jeopardize future success. By making tough financial decisions now, the Lions may be positioning themselves to make bigger splashes in future offseasons when the team is even closer to legitimate Super Bowl contention. Beyond the sporting and financial impact, Smith's departure also raises questions about the franchise's long-term vision. The Detroit Lions have been demonstrating a solid project in recent years, aiming to strengthen their foundation and build a competitive roster. Releasing a player of Smith's caliber could indicate a restructuring of the defensive line or a desire to give more opportunities to emerging talents within the team. Regardless of the next steps, this decision shows that management is committed to making adjustments to keep the team competitive. In a sport where changes happen rapidly and long-term planning is essential, every move needs to be calculated with precision. It's important to remember that the NFL is a league where success is dictated by strategic decisions and teams' ability to adapt. By releasing Smith, the Lions may be preparing for something bigger, whether it's a major free agency signing or a high-level pick in the draft. What's clear is that the team is not just content with maintaining what it has, but is actively looking for ways to improve. This approach is essential for a team that wants to establish itself as a competitive force in the league and aim for greater success in the coming seasons. Za'Darius Smith's release marks a significant moment in the team's future development. Fans will certainly be keeping a close eye on how management plans to strengthen the defense and what the team's next major moves will be. Will the Lions find a suitable replacement? How will this change affect the team's performance next season? These are questions that will only be answered in the coming months as strategic decisions unfold. With so much uncertainty, one thing is certain: the Lions' 2024 season promises to be full of excitement and major twists. If you want to stay updated on all the latest news about the Lions and the NFL, don't forget to subscribe to Lions News Fan Report and turn on notifications so you never miss a detail.